Say 20 years ago, our heads of state launched CAADP, the Comprehensive Africa Agricultural Development Program, through the Maputo Declaration of 2003. 10 years later, the Malabo Declaration of 2014 reaffirmed the CAADP agenda as Africa's vision for agricultural transformation, wealth creation, food security and nutrition, economic growth and prosperity for all. CAADP arguably has been one of the African Union's most successful and impactful policy framework, with universal acceptance as the continent's blueprint for food system transformation. Excellencies, CAADP is at a pivotal moment as we come to the end of the Malabo commitment period this year. After 20 years of CAADP implementation, Africa is in a remarkably better position than at the time of the Maputo Declaration in 2003. But despite the progress that we have made, there still remain immense challenges. As mentioned before by our reports that have been presented by member states, so for sure that we're not on track to meet the agenda that was set in Maputo as well as in Malabo. Our heads of states, therefore, at the 37th ordinary session of the African Union Assembly, that was there last year, took note of this and instructed the African Union Commission under the leadership of Ambassador Sako and the African Union Development Agency to lead the process that will build on the strength of the CAADP agenda while adjusting and deepening its response to emerging issues, including issues such as climate change, conflicts, epidemic outbreaks, and economic shocks. They recognize the importance of developing a sustainable CAADP strategy, which we are proud to present here today, to be considered by your excellencies, ministers, as well as to be submitted to our heads of state for adoption. Endeavor, though we were tasked to lead this process, could not do it only on our own. We benefited from the generous support and cooperation from our regional economic communities, from our development partners, from knowledge partners, from non-state actors, and of course, most important, our member states themselves. This was a truly consultative process that was African-led. I am therefore delighted to confirm that we have a standing comprehensive strategy and action plan that will guide our continent in tackling the present challenges we face in building sustainable and inclusive food systems once it has been considered and adopted by your excellencies. The process was informed by the lessons that we learned in 10 years of CAADP implementation, as well as opportunities to respond to emerging challenges that our food system faces, as we have witnessed in the recent years. Your Excellencies, the 10-year CAADP strategy embraces a food system approach informed by our deep appreciation that the system approach is needed to address the complex and multifaceted nature of our food systems. On this basis, the new strategy emphasizes new elements such as strengthening agro-processing and other strategic post-production elements, as these are critical for driving sustainable integration and cooperation. The 10-year strategy and action plan also places emphasis on building resilient agri-food systems, given the impact of climate and other on our food systems. The need to ensure inclusivity and equitable livelihood is a central pillar to the strategy, emphasizing the need for deliberate focus on women, youth, and other vulnerable groups that struggle to get access to productive resources. The 10-year strategy and action plan also recognizes the central role of strong leadership, governance, and systemic capacities for planning and execution of programs and policies in our member states. And lastly, the 10-year strategy and action plan is aligned with Africa's broader industrialization and developmental goals as expressed in the second 10-year implementation strategy of Agenda 2063. The strategy aims to create jobs, drive value addition, and position agriculture and food system as a cornerstone of sustainable economic transformation. Your Excellency, Your Agency, the African Union Development Agency NEPAD, remains unwavering in our commitment to the implementation of the CAADP strategy and action plan to drive achievement of the continental goals of food and nutrition security to alleviate poverty. Working with member states and our partners, we are confident that we will achieve the ambitious target we have set for ourselves through this new strategy and action plan. Thank you for the opportunity.